Just when the world seemed fully hooked to wireless audio gadgets, wired earphones are making an unexpected comeback. When Apple removed the headphone jack from the iPhone 7 in 2016, many saw it as the beginning of the end for wired listening. Other manufacturers like Huawei for its Huawei Mate 10 Pro and Pixel for its Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL then followed suit, pushing users toward wireless audio devices powered by Bluetooth technology. What then inspired this technology shift on the side of the manufacturers? For the manufacturers, the shift was surprisingly not solely brought on from a profit-making point of view. Commonly cited reasons smartphone makers removed headphone jacks range from the need to reduce the phone's thickness to freeing up physical space inside the device to store or to house more important components and removing an entry point for dirt and moisture. While this could be subjective, the other reason cited was the need to improve audio quality. The shift towards USB-C connectors also meant a switch to digital audio, widely considered better for sound quality. Nearly a decade later, the once forgotten earphones with dangling cords are experiencing renewed popularity. Recent data from an analytics firm, Circana in the US, shows that after 5 consecutive years of declining sales, purchases of wired headphones surged in the second half of 2025. Revenue from the devices also rose by about 20% during the first 6 weeks of 2026. But before we fully dive into the comeback of the wired headphones, why had they increasingly been replaced by wireless headphones in the first place? For the consumers, wireless headphones provided total mobility in the sense that there were no cables to tie you down like it was for the wired headphones, meaning you could freely walk around, stretch, work out without worrying about pulling your device or snagging the wires on furniture. One no longer had to spend time untangling knotted cables before every use or dealing with frayed wires that led to broken connections. One could also easily pause, skip tracks, adjust the volume, or take phone calls directly from the ear cups or earbuds, leaving their device in either a pocket or a bag.
A word can get spoiled easily. On the wireless, they are more durable.
Wireless headphones therefore seemed like they had come to offer a consumer the much-needed convenience needed to listen to audio without the hassles that came with wired headphones. So what is driving this unexpected comeback? Globally, part of the answer is nostalgia. For many Gen Z consumers, wired earphones have become a retro fashion statement, much like original feature phones and vinyl records. In a culture where trends are often driven by standing out rather than fitting in, wearing wired earphones signals individuality, a rejection of over-engineered convenience, and the idea that even everyday objects can become part of personal identity, thus seeming cool for Gen Zs to adopt. The fact that A-list celebrities like Kamala Harris, Bella Hadid, Ariana Grande, and Lily Rose Depp have embraced the look, while social media accounts like Wired It Girls have elevated it into an aesthetic, has been the icing on the cake for this comeback. But in East Africa, the story goes much deeper than style. Here, the comeback is about practicality. Unlike wireless earphones, wired earphones never need charging. They do not run out of battery halfway through a commute, and neither do they require Bluetooth pairing.
Because most of the time when I'm riding, it helps me picking the calls, whereby the other wireless ones cannot work better.
They also deliver audio with virtually no delay, a feature appreciated by gamers, students attending online classes, and anyone watching videos on their phones.
The wired earphones, you can be used
as long as you want.
But most importantly, they are affordable. Take Uganda as an example. Walk through Chikugo, downtown Kampala arcades, or almost any electronics shop, and you will find wired earphones at nearly every price point. Entry-level brands like Dr. Lee go for as little as 5,000 Uganda shillings. Popular durable mid-range options like the Oremo typically range from 8,000 to 20,000 Uganda shillings. Premium original equipment manufacturer accessories like Samsung Type-C or Apple Lightning AirPods range from between 25,000 to 50,000 Uganda shilling. Now you might be thinking, but aren't wireless earphones cheap these days too? Well, yes they are. You can find wireless earphones selling for as little as 30,000 Uganda shillings to 50,000 Uganda shillings. These are everywhere from street vendors to online marketplaces. The problem is that at those prices, there are often costly complications that come with them. Many are unbranded or fake products with poor audio quality, unreliable Bluetooth connections, short battery life, weak microphone for calls, and little to no software support or firmware updates. In some cases, replacement parts or warranty support simply does not exist. So while cheap wireless earphones may look like a good bargain, they often end up being disposable. Meanwhile, a quality pair of wireless earphones can cost several times more. In Uganda, genuine quality earbuds generally cost between 110,000 and 1.5 million Uganda shillings plus, depending on the brand tier, active noise cancellation, and battery life. For many consumers, that makes a dependable pair of wired earphones the more practical choice. This shift also reflects a broader change in consumer behavior. Across East Africa and potentially the rest of the world, buyers are becoming more value conscious. Instead of chasing the newest gadget, many are asking a more important question. Does this product solve my everyday needs without stretching my budget? For students, border riders, office workers, and content consumers alike, wired earphones check many of those boxes. They are inexpensive to replace if damaged, they do not require a charging case, and with proper care, they can last for a longer period of time. However, make no mistake of assuming that the return of wired earphones could mean that the wireless ones are not being consumed. Wireless technology still dominates the East African audio market, and it's unlikely to disappear anytime soon. But the return of wired earphones is a reminder that technological progress isn't always a straight line. Sometimes, products do not make a comeback just because they are fashionable. They return because they still make sense. And in East Africa, where reliability, affordability, and functionality often matter more than trends, the humble wired earphones are proving that all technology can still have a very modern appeal.